part 2e is to make a list, but to make sure that Word does not auto-format it into a list, because sometimes Word gets in the way. So we would like to know how to make sure that Word doesn't automatically transfer it into a list. So part E, insert the 3 blank lines before guess the URL. So here we have guess the URL. We're just going to make a bunch of empty space for us and move up. Doesn't matter how many blank lines. I was just saying make some space, and we're going to make a list consisting of 1 end parentheses cats, 2 end parentheses dogs, 3 end parentheses birds. And as I press enter after typing cats, it's going to try to convert it into a list, and that's where we have to do this to prevent it from making it into a list. So we type 1 end parentheses cats, and I press enter. Now it's trying to make it into a list. So I could immediately undo it by pressing Control Z, or by choosing Edit Undo Auto Format, or by clicking on this icon here that appeared to the side and choose a drop-down list and say Undo Automatic Numbering. And you could also say in general to stop automatically creating numbered lists, but we don't want to do that, especially because next step is going to make use of an auto numbered list. But you could also control autocorrect options in general to turn it on or turn it off. So right now, just for this one, we're going to say undo automatic numbering. And here we're back to a normal numbering, an automatic list. Now I'm going to type 2. We have cats. Now I'm going to type dogs. And I'm going to press enter. It doesn't make it into a list because it already did it the first time. And then I'm going to type 3 birds. So that's the end of part E. Now we're going to skip a line and then enter on each line of its own with no numbering. What we're going to do here is we're going to make a list without any numbers, and then we're going to automatically transform it into a list, into a numbered list, and then we're going to do something with it. And this is part F now, the final part of part 2. So we're going to type cows, press enter. We're going to type sheep, press enter. We're going to type pigs, and press, we don't need to press enter. And now to convert it into a list, into a numbered list, we're going to highlight each of these elements, just click and drag over them, and then there's an icon that has numbering. So click on that, and now it's this list. Now if you look, this is not in alphabetical order because the P comes before an S, so it should be cows, pigs, sheep. So now we would like to sort the list, and that's another part of this part F. We're going to go to the table menu, and we're going to look for the sort menu item, and it's going to sort it as text in ascending order, which is fine, and it doesn't have a header row, and we're going to say OK. And now it says cows followed by pigs followed by sheep in alphabetical order. And then finally we want to close this file because we're done with it. We're done with this part of the test. You might ask me if I want to save. I'm going to say yes. But you wouldn't really need to, assuming that you were saving the video. It still would be a good idea.